What's the good word, fam? Welcome back. I'm hoping and I'm glad to see that you guys are enjoying the content lately. I'm really pumped, so I'm going to keep doing it, do as much as I can of it for you guys. If you have not subscribed yet and you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Jacob Restituto. I'm a musician from Northport, New York, and today, as we're going through Julie and the Phantoms, and we, I think, are 3 or 4 songs away from finishing the whole series on the soundtrack versus Netflix versions. Today is my first time doing the Behind the Band. This is episode 1 casting. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing it. I have really not a ton of idea what to expect from it. That being said, I have been having some pretty big issues. I know you guys comment that some other people are able to put the screen on. I'm having issues with the screen, so I'm just gonna. If you haven't seen the video, you can watch it on your own. If you have seen the video, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But you can at least hear it. So I apologize in advance if you wanted to see the video. But I will be seeing the video and breaking it down. If you want to stick around, it'd mean a lot. Let's see what we got. This is Julie and the Phantoms, episode 1.
We've seen hundreds and hundreds of actors and actresses as far away as Australia and New Zealand and all through Great Britain and across the United States.
Dude, that guy, Kenny Ortega, looks great for 70 years old, man. I think I saw recently that he's 70 or 71 years old. He's looks great for his age.
And actresses as far away as Australia and New Zealand.
I hope I look like that when I'm 70.
And all through Great Britain and across the United States. We have some incredibly gifted, special, unique
70 years
kids.
Old.
Some of them never having done anything before in their lives. I don't know how it's going to end up. It's a real competition.
This is going to be one of the hardest choices we've ever had to make. There's just so many good kids, and they're so talented.
So it's interesting, to see all the different songs. I haven't heard some of the songs in a bit of time as I'm going through the rest of the album, but I find it cool. It's very reminiscent to hear some of these songs, and I think that's kind of cool. But it's true, man. I can't even fathom how many auditions they went through for the people on these videos, in this movie, or TV show.
Wake up with your dreams and make it true. Hi, my name is Madison Reyes. I'll be reading for Julie from Julie and the Phantoms.
We want Julie to be vulnerable and strong-willed.
Someone who's fearless, who really can own the moments.
When we saw...
Oh, see, that's cool. So you would see Kenny giving her these cues and showing her how to perform, how to live perform, because I don't know what her background was, but it's very cool to see.
Madison, we just knew.
I got this call from them, and it's my favorite call. And where they say, we're sending you a tape, sit down. You're not going to believe this.
I don't know why we haven't taken her off the school email list. It's been a year. We're fine. Everyone's fine. I realized I wanted to act when I was in 7th grade. I was on stage, and I looked out into the crowd, and I realized this is my passion.
So I don't know if they talk about it, or I don't know if they'll say it, but I find it amazing when artists just obviously she had been acting previously, but she just gets this big break, man, and I think that's so exciting, and I think that if you keep pursuing it, and you really go hard, there's a good chance that, you can make it. I don't believe the lies of that starving artist. I think that if you really put your face to the pavement and really grind the hard work out, I think it's possible. Now, to what degree, I think that I don't know, have the answer to that. I think that it's dependent on people. I really don't know what makes somebody, a full-time superstar and somebody that makes somebody, able to make a career out of it. I don't know the answer to that, though.
My name is Trey Gillespie. I am auditioning for the role of Luke. I feel like
See, I should have watched this first so I could have learned how to pronounce his name
anybody
properly.
out there who can relate to having a passion and really wanting to follow it, they can relate to Luke.
Luke's got one force in him, and that's the music, and he's gonna ride that all the way till superstardom.
Music and acting have always coincided in my life. Being able to put them together and on screen is just next level.
I think that's really interesting, the fact that he was a musician and also an actor, and I think that's the coolest way to put them back together.
I am Jeremy Shada, and I'm auditioning for Reggie. I mean, he's very funny. He has a lot of great one-liner.
See, I definitely should have watched this before to know how to pronounce everybody's name. That's really funny.
He's not the sharpest tool in the shed, in the best kind of way, and that's a lot of fun to play as an actor. When she says deep dish, is she talking about, pizza?
Reggie is kind of the goofball of the group, doesn't really think about things before he does them.
I was about 5 years old when I started acting and realized that.
So I started reacting to and breaking down Jeremy Shada, his music, and it's sick, man. I really have been enjoying it. So I've already posted 2 videos. I filmed another 3 or 4 today, so stay tuned for that. I filmed Ballerina, so stay tuned for Ballerina. Fire song, really stinking good.
That's what I want to do.
So
I went to
I'm
my
pumped
parents and I was like,
post
I want to
that.
do acting, and they were like, okay, I don't know how to go about doing that, but let's try.
I love the supportiveness of the parents.
Owen
man, it's cool.
Joyner, and I'm auditioning for the part of Alex.
And there's Alex, who's the polar opposite of Reggie, who thinks way too much about everything.
The nerves were definitely there. Like, I woke up at like 5 a.m., shoved food down me, ran all my lines, listened to the song 10 times, and then showed up. And as soon as we started playing, it kind of went away, and it was like, oh, this is way more chill than I thought it was gonna be.
I have been crying for 25 years. How is that possible?
Today, we saw the sparks flying everywhere. We saw incredible chemistry. And so we've been putting them through the paces.
Oh, so I wonder if this is the first time they met, or the first rehearsal that they had.
Everything from improvisation, singing on stage with drums and guitars and bass and all different kinds of dynamics in terms of the kind of scene work that we're doing.
I like that they even had them get dressed into the scene, even though it was just a dress rehearsal, but it even more so pushes like the idea of what they're doing and kind of makes it cohesive.
Everyone's bringing something special on stage, which is really nice.
At first, I thought I would be nervous. But when I came in today and we greeted everybody, it kind of like flipped a switch inside of me.
I'm nervous. There's a camera there. I'm shaking.
The behind the scenes is actually really cool to see. I like the fact that they filmed this, man. I love the BTS.
Beautiful.
First day we came in, there was no cameras or anything, so we got to really work with the whole team. I got to play them like 4 songs or 5 songs, and I had an acoustic guitar at first, because that's usually where I started off. And so Kenny was like, oh, can you try an electric guitar? I was like, yeah, 100%, that's way more character-like.
You and I, we will fight to shine together.
Where's this kid from, man? I want to say he has his Connecticut accent.
Usually
Let me
where I
see.
started off. And so Kenny was like, oh, can you try an electric guitar? I was like, yeah, 100%, that's way more character-like.
You and I, we will fight
Canada. It was wrong. He's from
to
Canada.
shine together, right forever.
Dude, that note that she hits out at the end is crazy.
You know, a lot of times when you're auditioning for something, it's just, you know, the acting scenes. But then when you have to add on playing bass and singing
For real.
and then learning the stuff they give you, it's much more intensive and kind of all-encompassing.
And it was terrifying, because I walked out and it felt like a sea of people, and it was just like you, like some spotlights. It was scary, but I got over it, right? Yeah.
Every day, we find new things that can belong to these characters, and these kids
Dude, I can't believe that guy's 70 years old, man. That's wild.
inspire us to open up our imaginations and to think bigger.
I mean, everyone's super nice, and Kenny, for being so important, he's really the kindest person in the world.
I hadn't even met him yet, but he just came up to me and he was like, hey, I want to introduce myself, I'm Kenny. Just like instantly disarming.
Everybody should experience working with Kenny Ortega.
What I want to do is I want to put real kids on screen, telling real stories that are genuine, that are authentic. It's finding the right cast that's identifiable, that kids are going to relate to, fall in love with, and want to support.
See, that's interesting. I like all the things he said, that they're identifiable and they're relatable. Things that really sell the idea of what you're trying to put out there. That's really interesting.
Growing up, it was very rare that I saw a Hispanic girl that looked like me. My role models were Caucasian. So if I got the role, I get to be the role model for that little girl who's also in my position.
That's cool, man.
Come on, let's run.
The chemistry in their group is pretty fantastic, actually. It's pretty wild how well they all mesh together. Kenny Ortega seems like a pretty cool guy, man.
I don't know, can we?
Do it.
Yeah, you are our band.
That's wild. To catch that right on film is crazy. Dude, to catch that moment is actually wild.
It's unreal. I've been thinking about this moment. Now that it's here, it just feels so fake, like if I'm dreaming. I did it, Mama!
I'm speechless. I'm really surprised I could talk right now.
I can't feel my mouth
That's gotta be such a cool feeling as a parent, man. That's wild.
because it's like I'm speaking, but I'm so in shock.
It's like words come in, but then you like don't know what's happening.
It's taking us
I'm
very
really
excited with this group specifically.
Yeah.
Because I think the vibe
We're
of
gonna
just
be fun.
Yeah,
everybody
we were having
here
fun on stage. It was
going
a really
for
good
the test.
time.
Yes, this is the best band ever.
I'm coming home.
It's so fun. You know, you're out there jamming with everybody, and everybody has the same energy. And that is like the best feeling in the world.
Julie and the Phantoms. Here we go.
Here we go. Here we go.
That's cool, man. Good stuff. You know, seeing the behind the scenes, not gonna lie, made me want to see the movie a little bit, or the TV show, I apologize, the series a little bit more. My wife and I just need to take a weekend and sit down and watch it. So I think it's pretty cool, actually. And then I could actually create content about the fact that I watch it. So maybe we'll do it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed that. As always, you can leave a comment or you can text if you have any requests. I plan to do the rest of these, so stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great Restituto day.